My name is Ann Schilling, and I teach voice and speech in the second and third year of the MFA progression. For me, voice and speech work is about revealing an inner life. The voice bridges between this inner life and this outer experience so that communication is able to happen through that. And so that's, I think, in a nutshell, what we're trying to do within the program is how to develop that communication in the most efficient, effective way possible, so that by second year in the MFA progression, I'm really trying to pick up one of the batons that my first year colleague hands me. She's been really working on the foundational aspects of voice. And so in picking up that baton, I see second year as really going into depth and integration so that we're going deeper with the work into, in many ways, an intermediate and advanced way of working with voice. In the first semester of the second year, we really focus on classical text, just to kind of shake things up, to try to get the actor out of being in their own everyday speech patterns, their own everyday language, by working with text that might be a little uncomfortable, a little wonky, and so it's a way to start to recognize our own habitual tendencies, and be able to start, expanding it in different ways. See what else is possible. See, what the potential for transformation is within the words, getting under the skin of the words, getting under the skin of the text in order to be able to cross that bridge through voice and communicate. So spring of second year, my voice colleague and I, we switch. And so in switching between voice and speech, I teach a speech unit at that point. And what we're trying to do is model the fact that those two have to work together, that it is voice and speech. It's not voice over here and speech over here. And so in our very teaching, we're trying to model that. So in the spring of second year, I end up teaching a dialects and accents course, really based on the first semester development of second year, working and exploring the International Phonetic Alphabet, primarily with your own idiolect, and then in the spring, really taking it into a wide variety of accents and dialects. First semester of third year, it's really trying to stretch the voice. Again, really looking for the nooks and crannies of what's possible. And in stretching, the actor, what we'll do is deal with vocal extremes, really look at putting the actor then in scenes that have maybe particularly heightened intensity to them. I work with a method called ALBA method, which is a somatic approach to dealing with emotion states through specified breath patterns, facial expressions, and body postures or attitudes. And what we'll do is explore those kind of emotion states, the breath work, the phonation work within those states, and then integrate that into text. Especially text that is requiring the actor to go into particularly heightened states of emotion, heightened intensities, and which then takes us to spring of third year, which is sort of going to the opposite end of that, stretching the spectrum. And at the opposite end, it's sort of like the microcosm, but still taking the full 2.5 years that the actor has been developing awareness and skills and putting it in front of a microphone. And so at this point, by recording and then listening consistently, I keep asking the question of the actor, do you believe you? While you're listening to that, without the visual cues, without nodding, right? Without any kind of visual stuff, when you're listening to yourself, is that something that you can get behind, that you believe in? And that takes all the skills that they have developed from the first 2.5 years. I do a commercial voiceover unit. That's what we work on textually, because there's nothing quite like putting all the work that you've done, doing lots of scene work, lots of large chunks of text, and then trying to hone it into one line, delivering it in an embodied, effective way, and talking about something like detergent, and really believing in yourself and in what you're talking about. I like to be able to teach what's in front of me. That comes from a Fitzmaurice voice work mantra, really. And in teaching what's in front of me, it's been really important to me in my background and in my training to be able to work with a lot of different people in a lot of different contexts so that I can really meet the needs of the actor who's right there in front of me. Because I deeply believe in the unique gifts that every actor brings into the room. And so coming into this kind of program, it's not about cleaning the slate. It's really about acknowledging what's going on in the space, acknowledging what the person brings in and their wonderful, unique gifts, and saying what else is possible and where's the potential for transformation, flexibility, adaptability, and efficiency in some ways. And at the root of that, being able to address what the character and the storytelling is asking for. The funky thing about voice work and voice is it's not seen. Again, it's going back into it's something deeply tied to identity. And so I'll often describe voice work as like a turtle in the shell. If we try to beat somebody or try to beat it into it needs to be a certain way, then the turtle will come out maybe a couple times for the teacher. But then who cares? Because then the person may never want to go back and do it for themselves. But if we keep on encouraging it to say, hey, what's possible, then the turtle is more likely to start to show itself for who it really is and be able to go into a variety of situations in a variety of different ways and be willing to take the risks to do it.